They pulled me into the office and said, "You're a gay guy. Why would you do something on Tucker Carlson?" I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I'll never forget when I went to broadcasting school in my 30s. Really? I did. And they told me that I wouldn't make it. And I feel like Candace is emotional at times, like most women are. Not sorry for saying that.
You're gonna get fucked for that.
Y'all are literally singing fucking Kumbaya out front of ICE facilities and going after ICE agents for deportations that you feel are not legal.
Right.
But Melania has been a naturalized citizen since 2006, speaks 8 languages, has got the body of a goddess, and she's the one that you want deported, not the one that's gonna come in and rape your kids. Let me use the gay card for a second. As a gay man, I get a little bit of intel into women that straight men don't, right? So I get to sit there during their private talks and whatever. I can't tell you how many women what a whirlwind from Toronto to Cape Coral, Florida.
Love it here, brother.
Yeah, you do. You fit in well.
Yeah.
It's like you've been here for a while.
I love it. Like, not even the weather. Like, the people are fucking friendly. I love it here. Yeah. Next time we're gonna look at property. That awesome. One Jimmy was showing me.
Awesome. Makes me happy. Be Great podcast with Bruce Calero here at the official Patriot Gear store in my little studio. I think we're doing a pretty damn good job so far.
We guerrillaed it out, buddy, and it's working.
Yeah. So we had a very controversial podcast, which I didn't even think was going to be controversial. It kind of put us on the map together. I think it's like 80% people love us, and then there's another percentage of people that are like, fuck these guys, right?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. It's always the little weak little fuckers that make the most noise, right? Fuck them peasants.
Yeah. So what was the just so in case nobody saw the last one?
Everybody saw it.
Yeah, everybody saw it. You know, we were just shooting the shit, and you know, I had asked some questions back and forth about current events and Erika Kirk and stuff that was going on. So now we're here, and things have changed a little bit.
Yes, because more truth has come out, and there's more shade being thrown on Erika. More questions are being asked, and now we don't look to be as extreme, which I don't even think we were being extreme. You weren't making any accusations. You said, because I've defended this so many times online, you were like, I got questions. That was it. And oh fuck, people just lost their minds.
No.
And it was over something so innocuous, but like you said they were married for 4 years and she couldn't remember how long she's been married.
Right.
And so I had all these people saying, well, I've been married 18 years and I don't remember when.
All of a sudden, every woman in America was like, I don't remember when I took a piss last.
Right.
Because that's just as important as strapping into your wedding dress that you spent $10,000 on.
Right. And it just seemed people were more concerned about being right than actually finding out the truth. I still think, and fuck you all, I still think it's weird that she couldn't remember that she had been married for 4 years. And then you had everybody giving up any kind of possible excuse. She was under stress. She was mourning because of Charlie.
How? He was asking her the questions. That's what was it. They're like, she's grieving. And I'm like, she was grieving while Charlie was there?
Right.
Like, he's the one who was disappointed asking the questions.
Right. And would you agree that he looked disappointed?
100%.
Exactly.
And here, look, I don't doubt that women or men, look, both. I don't doubt that you could forget a date or you could forget, but you kind of know around about when.
Under 4 years?
Yeah.
If you can't remember you've been married for 4 years, something's wrong. And then people were saying, she was pregnant. And I'm like, no, she wasn't. She wasn't pregnant at the time. She had a 2-year-old daughter and she wasn't pregnant with the second child.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, by the way, show me any fucking photo of Erika being pregnant.
Yeah.
There's not one in existence. And so.
Yeah, we can go down that rabbit hole too if you like.
And Megan asked her, like, why is there no photos of you being pregnant? She's like, I was ashamed because I was fat. Right? I got questions.
I thought women take like those really pretty photo shoots now with their tummies out and
what
stuff.
do you call them? Paternity shoots?
Yeah. So my thought process has kind of changed now too, right? Because now we're here, right? So now the book tour is going on. She's been on multiple different news organizations and interviewed by multiple different people.
Yeah.
I remember when a family member of mine lost her husband, okay? And I can't be that specific because she'll know and I don't want to be disrespectful. They owned a really, really great company, a very successful company. And she was trying to be very strong for not only her kids, but for the family and for the business, right? Because they had employees and things had to move on. So she was still vulnerable. And I sometimes think to myself, could she be taken advantage of from people that claim to be her ex or her deceased husband's friends unknowingly?
Fair.
Taken advantage of. She's vulnerable. We got you, girl. Don't worry about it. We're gonna take care of you. We're gonna help you out. And then before you know it, the rug is taken from under your feet. Right? That could be a possibility. I'll take that into consideration. But in my opinion, girl, just hold off on the interviews for a minute.
Dude, she didn't, what was it, like a few days after she did an interview?
Yeah.
Right? And just because you're patting your eyes with your fucking little tissue doesn't mean you're grieving.
Right.
I've never seen a woman bounce back that quick. Right? And this is just our opinion. We're not speaking as clinical psychologists. We're not speaking as grieving counselors.
Right.
Fuck your all bullshit. I just said y'all.
Oh my God, he's been here a day, y'all. It does rub off on you. You will start saying y'all before you know it.
Right.
A lot.
Yeah.
A Canadian that said y'all.
I just did a y'all.
I should start saying sorry.
I don't get that. Why do you guys have it like?
Because we say sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. They say sorry, but you do apologize a lot. Is it because you guys?
I don't apologize for shit.
What Aaron does. He apologized six times just now.
Yeah, I generally don't apologize.
So I want to dabble into a little bit of the Candace Owens thing because it's such a thing, right? It's like you're either team Candace.
Why do you have to pick a fucking side?
I don't fucking know. Like, I have no idea why it became this Tucker Carlson, Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens, or now Nick Fuentes, who you could take that motherfucker however you want. But with Candace, I will give you my opinion on Candace. I wasn't a huge fan of her before anyways. I think she's smart. It's great. She's great. Whatever.
There's also questions about her.
At 100%. But I was never like a gung-ho, like, oh my God, I fucking love Candace. She needs to run for president. That wasn't me. No. I was never that person.
No.
But I also didn't want to cloud my own critical thinking in the process either. So when Candace was doing podcasts, I didn't want to listen to what she had to say. Not because I didn't want to know what she had to say. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what the facts she's talking about. If they're facts with what Rob was saying, right? Bob? About what Bob was saying. Is like, I don't have the intel that she might have. I don't have that stuff. But for me personally, it's just like how I don't really Google my famous friends, right? Because I'm like, I want to talk to them and get to know them myself. Like, I want to figure out the information for me.
You want an unbiased opinion.
100%.
Sure.
And I feel like Candace is emotional at times, like most women are. Not sorry for saying that.
You're gonna get fucked for that.
Don't care. Y'all lead with emotions. I'm not sorry for saying that. And
that's another
it's
5
true.
million views.
It's facts. You lead with emotions. Stop it.
Yeah.
I could go down another one with that one, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. And Tucker Carlson, I don't know. I don't like his laugh. That's fine. He laughs at the most inopportune times. It's weird. Fine. But guys, all these conservatives that we're talking about that have now splintered and split in this movement, y'all were gung-ho Candace Owens fans 4 months ago. Y'all were gung-ho Tucker Carlson fans 4 months ago. You were going on Tucker Carlson tours. I remember. I was invited. So because, going back to it, he had an opinion now, or Candace has an opinion now. I don't even want to talk about Ben Shapiro because I can't even stomach the guy. I don't care.
Do you not think it was rather cold-blooded that he tried to take Turning Point's position? Like
100%, like a day or two after.
Yep.
I'm the new, and that little person is dangling his feet, sitting in that chair saying he's taking over Turning Point. Who are you? Talk about not even giving grievance, right? Not even giving the time.
Wasn't even cold.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I agree.
He lost me there.
Yeah.
When he did that, I was like, I'm not even listening to this guy anymore.
Yeah. Candace had an issue with that. But
Rightfully so, though, in that.
Sure.
100%.
But here's the thing, right? If we ask questions about Candace, that's okay. That's cool because nobody fucking likes her.
Yeah.
But as soon as you ask questions about the golden child, right? As soon as you ask questions about fucking Erika, buddy, I've never gotten the threats that I've gotten. And you being so
life
much
threats over Erika, as if they've known her personally.
Right. And I
like you would have thought they were sitting at a table at her wedding.
You guys are friends, you're besties?
Yeah.
You guys are braiding your vagina hair? Like,
Well, here's what's fun. Emotions, right? Leading with emotion. So, and here's what's so wild to me. Let me use the gay card for a second. As a gay man, I get a little bit of intel into women that straight men don't, right? So I get to sit there during their private talks and whatever. I can't tell you how many women I've sat on a porch with smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee a day after somebody passed away and they're talking shit about the wife. Okay?
Or getting dick.
Why is this different?
Right.
Why are we not allowed to ask? Keep Charlie out of it. He was the best person that lived.
Yes.
Okay?
Yep.
There's never going to be another Charlie.
I agree.
Okay. So.
And in saying that, that's why questions need to be asked, because it was such a travesty over what happened to him that the questions need to be asked. And I personally don't think we will ever find out the truth.
No, I agree. I don't think we'll never find out the truth. Listen, I was, I think since we were together, I went to the campus. I have even more questions.
Really?
Oh, I'm not like an avid shooter by any means. You know, I shoot, but not like somebody who took him out did.
Yep.
Standing in his vantage point, I don't see how it could have been possible. That's just me. I'm an idiot. I don't know. It didn't seem right to me. The fact that the school paved over the spot.
That's insane. Why would they do that?
Dude, I have no idea. And
I heard that. I think you told me.
Yeah. So and the lack of memorial for a man that was shot on campus is it's disgusting.
Here's a big question. Why is there no other video available? All the motherfuckers that were there, don't tell me nobody had their cameras out. Okay.
Right.
So all the people that were surrounding him, people that are behind him, the first question you got to ask is, why is there no other video available?
Well, that's the thing, is we're only seeing one or two video angles. You know, he was right under something called the Hall of Flags, which is, I guess, a rec area for students during passing hour where they kind of hang out. There's computers up there. There's chairs and all kinds of stuff. There's flags from every country in the world. And you can see the campus, outside campus, from that hallway. I walked it. When I was there, I walked it. Like, my buddies took me around. They're like, just walk with us. Like, when you're here, now you're thinking even more, right?
Right.
And so, yeah, I had so many more questions because I was like, where's the camera footage from here? Why was nobody? Listen, I know that they're on Snapchat and they're on Facebook and TikTok and everything all the time. Why don't we have pictures? I don't know.
Right.
But
I've spoken to many a military man, as I'm sure you have. I've spoken to snipers. I've spoken to people that in like forensics. I have yet to speak to one professional who thinks that was a shot from that vantage point by that kid.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Well, she believes that that's who it was. She said that that's it.
Erika said that.
Yes.
Yes, I know. Yeah. So why are you so easily accepting that narrative?
I don't know.
I got a question.
Oh, no, it's over. Oh, here they come on the keyboards. I think it's wild at the time that we're at now. This, you know, in the days and the month that followed Charlie's assassination, you saw a sense of unity, even beyond politics, because there were some people from the left that were like, this is horrible. I feel like I've been pulled closer to Christ.
Yep.
There was, you know, people on our side that might have not found their way to Christ, and now after this they were. And it just took, and look, a lot of people can attribute this to Candace. They can attribute it to Ben Shapiro or Tucker Carlson, the fight. But it was like we went from that to, oh my God, nobody is right, no matter what you say. And nobody ever will be, by the way. But there's nothing that anybody on either side of this situation or subject can say that somebody is going to be happy with.
Right. And even if the legitimate truth comes out, there's still going to be a faction of people that are not happy with that truth.
Right.
Right. So you were always going to be the villain in somebody's story, no matter what.
Yeah.
So I think you need to be okay with your, and at the end of the day, is there really any truth? There's only perspective, right? This is black. I think that's gray, Bruce. Okay.
Yeah.
So, right.
Well, fuck you. You're colorblind. Yeah.
That's right. Now I'm going to kill your family, right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Because that's the go-to.
Right.
Yeah.
Violence.
Right. Yep. It's amazing to me. But what happened to society, the internet is both the greatest and the worst thing that happened, right?
Agreed.
So people can say whatever they want and they feel like they don't have any repercussions, which sure, you could say whatever you want. We've seen what people were saying about Charlie Kirk when he passed, and they were making
horrible.
And we were exposing them. We were sharing them on X, and we were exposing these people, and they got fired from their jobs.
Yes, good.
And they're like, what happened to freedom of speech? You can say whatever you want. That doesn't mean that you're safe from what's going to happen.
100. You can come up to my face and call me a name. There's no guarantee that I'm going to take that in the right way.
Exactly.
Right? So there's always going to be repercussions to your actions. Freedom of speech does not mean freedom of repercussions or consequence.
Exactly.
And you got too many motherfuckers online that feel brave because they're sitting there on their keyboard, fat as fuck, living in their mother's basements, eating their goddamn Cheetos, and they have lived without consequence for so long, right? In the real world, going up to somebody and talking shit, there's going to be some shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, you could get laid out. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then it's like, oh my God, I can't believe he punched me. So to go off of that, there's a lot going on in Canada that we can't even wrap our minds around here. I want to talk about freedom of speech in Canada.
There's none.
Yeah. So just talk about the bill.
Right. So just recently, today's what, Saturday?
Yeah.
Right. So I came here Friday, I believe Thursday or Friday, the Prime Minister of Canada, Mark Carney, announced that he's calling for an election. Right. I do not believe in Canada that the elections are free and democratic. I do believe there's some fuckery going on. So if that is the truth, then the Liberals will win and they'll win a majority. If that happens, then that motherfucker is going to push through bills like crazy.
Yeah.
So there's a bill that he's pushing for right now. It's called the Online Harms Act. Okay. So if you say something that, and here's the problem, if you say something that is considered hateful or harmful, then you can face repercussions. You could lose your internet. Okay. You can face fines. Okay. And you can go to jail.
Wow.
That's a big fucking problem. Here's the problem though. You say something, who determines that it's hateful?
That's what I'm saying. Like, where's this team at? What do they look like?
You're right. I want to know the guy who's deciding what's considered hateful.
Right.
Right. Because now, as a liberal government, I always think of politics as a business, right? I have a number of businesses, and I think to have a successful business, you got to think of it, right, in terms of what's profitable, how to diminish loss, so as a government, okay, so you're talking about, let's say, my protein, and is saying that diesel protein is not the best in the world. Dude, I think that's hateful. I'm going to fuck you now. I'm going to take away your internet. I'm going to put you in jail, and I'm going to fine you, right? That's the best way to silence your opposition.
Yeah.
That's a very slippery slope.
That's dangerous.
It is, man.
Very dangerous.
Yes.
So I've heard that can they go back to your previous posts?
So what I've heard is they now can actually go back 5 years.
My God.
I am fucked.
Yeah, seriously. But hold on. So how can it's like if something's not against the law today,
right?
And then, it's just, guys, if you don't understand the weight of that, it's like you're going back and you're like, well, today it's against the law. It wasn't against the law 5 years ago. We're still putting you in jail and we're fining you for it.
Right.
Wait a minute. Hold on. How is this even fair? How is it possible? How does this make sense?
Right. So, and again, who determines what is fair? Who determines what is hateful? I've said some nasty shit. And if you go back 5 years, yeah, I got to move here like yesterday.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're going to sponsor you as a family.
That's right.
You're
going to adopt me as a fucking kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
well, look, I think we talked about it on the last show. is it's that bitch that was the misinformation bitch. It's the fat bitch with the mask on.
That's right, with the blue hair.
Yeah.
And always the septum ring. Like, what is it with this fucking septum ring?
I don't know. It's the mark. It's their marking. It's like, but yeah, she's the one who's like, well, this is misinformation. And what makes you the epitome of health,
How do you determine
bitch?
that?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. To tell us that, this is misinformation.
Yeah, your body is screaming diabetes. Why do you fucking get to speak about health?
Well, they're the ones who are saving everybody because they were wearing masks.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they're putting their mask down and stuff a fucking cheeseburger in their mouth, and then they put the mask up. Like, bitch, don't talk to me about health.
Right. And I just saw that we're going through the normal, cold season, right? The normal.
This is cold for you.
No, like sick season.
Oh,
where everybody kind of catches a cold and they get sick or whatever.
Or you can build your fucking immune system and not get sick.
Sure. 100%. Yeah. Or there's that. But like the fact that people have automatically resulted to throwing a mask on and they're like, well, I'm immune deficient. Okay, bitch, 5 years ago you were immune deficient and you weren't wearing a mask. The government told you that COVID was rampant or something, and you decided that these masks were going to save your life.
And just so none of you people out there get your assholes in a twitch, there are some people out there, a small demographic of people that are immune compromised, okay? We're not talking about you. We're talking about the regular fucking people that still think wearing a mask while you're alone in your fucking car is a good idea. No, shut up. Fuck you.
Yeah. I agree, and that's the misinformation brigade.
That's the chick who's
that's the team.
I don't like what Priest Calera saying. He's a misogynist.
I swear.
Dude, I had people saying, you look like you beat your wife.
Oh, come on. She would probably beat you up, actually.
Like, what does someone who beats their wife look like?
They have this, they even think like Trump supporters are like, got no teeth and they're, uneducated. I'm like, how can you say that Trump supporters look like that when in fact you're against everything that they're about because they're capitalists and they're the ones who are employing you and you're against that. So you mean to tell me that both the dumbest and the richest people in the world are Trump supporters? Bitch, you got to take the septum ring out. It's fucking you up. It's fucking you up. It's a wild ride.
It is. Yeah. And
I still don't think it's as bad here as it is in Canada, though.
It's not.
Unless you're in Portland, maybe.
Yeah, I do hear there's some states that are just fucked.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Florida's...
We're in our own little nice little cozy bubble down here.
It seems like it's its own world.
It really is. And we have... So just so you guys know, we're actually doing the podcast from the store today. And we have tons of people walking around shopping, and they're probably listening to this thinking, oh my God. So, hi, we're all good? Perfect. Yeah, this isn't the Mr. Rogers show, so there's profanity. Yeah. So hide your kids, hide your wife. You've been here for a day in Florida.
Yeah.
Overall thoughts, do you automatically feel do you sense freedom?
I think there's less of a restriction here, right? The very fact that you guys have open and concealed carry, dope, right? Yeah. The very fact, because that means there can be repercussions for your stupidity.
Yeah. Anybody in the store today carrying a firearm today? That's rare.
So someone can actually, if they're carrying, they can actually show you their handgun?
Sure.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that can, you can. Yeah, I know Larry does. Shout out to Larry Love. If they were, they could show us for sure.
That's insane.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe that you can't. It's insane that you can't. Yeah. So by the time you even get to your firearm,
good luck.
You're dead.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
So the police, one of the chief of police there, was it the Toronto, York region? Here's the advice, because for a while there in Toronto, there was a lot of car theft. So what people were doing, these thieves, they were breaking into the houses to get the car keys, to get the car and fuck off. So what the chief said was, in order to mitigate possible threats to your life, leave the car keys at the front door so that the thieves can get it easily enough and leave.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But I want to meet the liberal person who's like, that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
I want to throat punch him. She's like,
it's a
well,
love-
yeah, it's inclusive. Just give me my car keys. Here's my car keys. I'm going to leave them on the counter.
Right. But there was a situation where somebody broke into the house to get the car keys and they murdered the man in front of his wife and daughter.
The thief.
Yes.
Well, of course he did.
Right. How do I know at any given time in an altercation, I don't know what you're capable of.
Sure.
Physically, I don't know what your skill set is, nor do I know how far you're willing to go.
Right.
Right. I don't like your shirt. Oh, now it's on. Right. So at that point, I have to assess how much damage can you do to me? I gotta mitigate the distance between us. I gotta consider, okay, well, he's getting into a boxing stance. But at that point, I still don't know how far you're willing to go. Are you gonna be okay with me beating you? We shake hands and we go off. How do I know you're not carrying a weapon? How do I know
all this happening in your house?
You just
I would have ended it already. He would have been
right.
dead. Yeah, he would have been dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
Yes.
Well, and and this happens in a lot of liberal states too. I know Illinois has strictest gun laws, some of the strictest gun laws in the country. I've heard of people breaking into someone's house, falling on a knife and suing the homeowner.
Yep.
And they won.
Yep.
Oh, I want to meet the liberals.
If someone breaks into your house and your dog bites them, they can sue you.
My dog can kill them here.
I met George.
Yeah. I love that.
The good thing about George is George would actually just eat the body and there'd be no fucking evidence.
I know, and I have a canal with gators.
Dope.
Just saying. He's a dope. It's wild, man. I witnessed. That's why I stayed in my hotel room when I was in Toronto, because I was like, I'm a confrontational person in the sense, if somebody says something to me that doesn't make sense like that, talked about this yesterday, I would probably flip out on them. I would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I would lose my mind. I would end up in Canadian jail, and I wouldn't be sitting here right now. I don't even know what happens in Canadian jail. Although they might give them coloring books and they'd be like, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, dude.
They do?
Criminals get catch and release. The liberal justice system is a joke. Like, there's evidence of people. That's like, there was a police officer in my office just before I came to meet you. And they are no longer allowed, and this has been in some time, they're no longer allowed to chase, right? So if you're in a vehicle and you fuck off, they can't chase you now, right? They're looking for more sensitivity training in their police officers.
That doesn't work.
It doesn't work, man.
So what do they want to send a social worker with you, or they want the cop to be the social?
They want the cops to be less confrontational, less aggressive, not as big, not as threatening. They want more sensitive police officers.
I can't wait to see how that goes over. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, you've talked to a couple of police officers here since you've been here.
One of the guys last night, he wanted a gun. He goes, I'll give you a gun right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, I love you.
Yeah. Well, they're also teaching our officers jujitsu.
As they should.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Every police officer, in my opinion, should have at least a blue belt level skill set for jits, right? Just because you don't always need to go for your weapon, right?
Right.
You can grapple someone. You can take them to the ground. You can put the cuffs on them, and just for your sense of security, right? So that you don't feel the need to go for your firearm or your mace or your baton. And that's the other thing. Most of these guys don't know how to use that baton properly.
Wow.
And then let's not even get into DEI hires, right? Because then you're completely fucked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's got Canada written all over it.
Yep.
Yeah. And your ex-prime minister is now dating the Queen of Space.
Yeah. So the astronaut.
Yeah, the astronaut. That's amazing. I love that for you guys. So I want to transition a little bit just so people can get an idea of who you are too.
Yep.
What kind of business do you run?
So I am the owner of a Perfect Sports. So it's a brand of supplements that we sell. It's now global. And then I own the manufacturing facility that makes the products. And so I own the brand, I own the distribution company, and I own the manufacturing facility. So all this stuff that I do, people are saying, you're doing this just for the money, for votes. I'm like, bitch, I'm not making fucking any money doing this.
Podcast money?
Yeah.
We don't make money off of this. Sorry to break it to y'all.
I know, man.
I wish.
Yeah. You got a million followers, dude. You'd be rolling at it.
Yeah.
I think with a platform, you are obligated to do something with that platform.
Sure.
Right? So you either need to entertain, you need to educate, or you need to motivate.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you can do that with your platform, there's an old Spider-Man quote: with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
With you have a huge motherfucking platform. So you need to be responsible with that, because you can change things with that platform.
For sure.
So for me, why I'm doing this is because, I made a friend with you, right? I'm going to speak to Tito Ortiz right now. I've met some great people doing this. So that to me is a blessing, right? I've had people message me saying, you've motivated me. You've made me think things differently. That's a gift.
Yeah.
Right? So with the supplements, that's where I make my money. And I have that same mindset that you need to give back to people. And in my industry, and I presume like every industry, there's a way that you can fuck around and you can make more profit for yourself at your expense. So let's take diesel protein, right? You take it, right? It's 26 grams of protein per serving. I could very easily manufacture that to be 20 grams of protein. You would not know the difference, and I'd make a shit ton more money. Here's the problem. I morally cannot do that, right? You are coming to me with trust. You are coming to me with your hard-earned money, and I would be a piece of shit to take that extra money, right? But then accordingly, diesel is made with New Zealand protein. It's the most expensive protein there is. So I need to charge fairly for it. I need you to be happy, and I need to make money, right? So in any relationship, there has to be mutual benefit. Let's just say you and I we're friends, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say I start shit talking you, I start treating you badly, I start undermining you. How long are we going to be friends for?
Yeah, we're done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? So why conduct a relationship, personal, business, with lack of honor, with lack of integrity?
Right.
That's how I live my life, bro.
Yeah, but and you know what? And that's great. But a lot of people don't live that way. And a lot of business owners, well, the money is more important to them than that.
Then that money, that modicum of money that you make more, costs you your soul.
Sure.
And should that shit ever get out, should that information ever get out, there's going to be people that view you differently. And there's some people that just don't give a shit how other people look at you, right? So I try and live my life in a manner that I feel is worthy of people respecting me.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? So if people have come to you and say, I motivate you, I respect you, then you are now obligated to be a good man or woman, fuck off, right?
Yeah.
So that is the way you need to conduct yourself. You can't be false. You can't pretend to be
fake, false.
Sure, because at some point, dude, when I was broke, and I didn't pretend to be rich.
Yeah.
Right? I have money. I don't pretend to be broke.
Right.
Be honest. Be true.
Yeah. Yeah, because the mask always falls, right?
100.
Yeah, because you can pretend to be anything. And I get that, people come into the store, and honestly, I love it. I love meeting people. They're like, I'm so sorry, like taking pictures and stuff, but I love meeting them because I feel like they made it through the day because of a podcast that I did or a video that I made or something like that. And they're like, you're exactly who you were online.
Yep. And I've said that to people.
Yeah.
That ask, because I get a lot of people saying, oh, you met Ant, I love Ant. And I'm like, he's exactly in person who he is in his, like with the fucking, the head banging. And dude, I fucking love it. Yesterday when we were at dinner, that those two couples came up to you. They were happy. You put them in a better mood just because they met you.
Yeah.
How fucking awesome is that?
It's awesome. And it's awesome because I'm excited. See, people are like, I'm excited to meet them.
Yeah.
Because look, I would be shit if it wasn't for every single person that watches this podcast right now.
Absolutely.
I would be absolutely nothing. I'd be nobody. They help me continue to do what I'm doing.
Right.
And in turn, we also are doing things that are helping veterans, first responders, people, right? In the process.
Perfectly said.
So it's just a really nice thing that's being fueled constantly.
Sure.
So,
and what I don't also understand is when people achieve a modicum of fame, success, then they quickly forget the people that brought them to the dance. Like in my industry, I am able to do what I do because I have people that are taking care of my shit.
Yeah.
And I pay very, very well. I could very easily get rid of them, hire somebody cheaper, and they're fucked. And I save all that money. But what kind of man would I be if I fucked the people that took me to the dance?
Yeah, you'd be a scumbag for
Absolutely.
sure, 100%.
Right.
Yeah. And look, and it goes back to, I'm grateful that you always attract friends that are like-minded
100.
in that sense, right?
Or you quickly find out those who are not.
Correct. My dad always used to say too, is like, surround yourself with people that you want to be. Like hang out, be with people that are people that you want a reflection of you as well.
Yeah, 100.
So, if you're a piece of shit and you're hanging out with a piece of shit, guess what? You're a piece of shit.
As my dad used to say, you fly with turkeys, you're a turkey.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I love that. It's a great thing. Look, social media is a huge thing right now. I'll never forget when I went to broadcasting school in my 30s. You really? I did. And they told me that I wouldn't make it. Illinois Media School.
Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. They told me I wouldn't make it if I had a conservative ideology. They said, and this was also Illinois. And I told them to go fuck themselves because I loved Tucker Carlson at the time. I did a piece on Tucker Carlson. They pulled me into the office and said, "You're a gay guy. Why would you do something on Tucker Carlson?" I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, that's insulting to me.
And why does your sexuality
I don't know. I don't know why everybody else has to bring it up all the time when I'm not.
I don't see why your sexuality has to be a topic of discussion in anything, right?
Right.
You're gay. Cool.
Yeah.
Are you happy?
100%. Yeah.
That should be more important. I don't give a fuck where you're putting it. I just care if you're happy.
Exactly.
Right.
And we're not walking around asking everybody else what they're doing on the side or in their bedroom either. So who cares?
Exactly.
If you're two consenting adults, it shouldn't be anybody's business anyways.
100%.
But to be fair, in this industry, I can't say that I haven't been used for news stories because the topic happened to be a bit about gay things.
Well, you would know.
And so they needed me to speak on it.
But that's different,
which
though.
is fine.
Right.
Yeah, which is fine.
Like, no one's going to come to me and ask about topics on gay sexuality because I'm like,
I have no idea. I refer you to Ant.
Yeah. Speak to my friend.
Right. Ant, they need to know these questions.
Right.
I think and what liberals do is they start with that, right? They're like, "Hi, how you doing? My name is Ant, and I'm gay, and I'm part of the LGBTQQPPPPP community." And you're like, "Okay, great. What's up? Like, what do you need?"
Yeah, it's the same when these bitches are announcing they're vegetarians.
What is that about?
Why do you need to announce anything about yourself? First of all, if you need to announce something about yourself, your message isn't transcending you, right? If you got to come into the room and say, "Well, I'm this," then you're not doing your job. Your message did not come in before you did.
And then, with the vegan, I've done a video recently where I was talking about something. I'm like, vegetarians, sit the fuck down. This one's not about you. Because they get uppity, right?
Yeah.
They're like, and I don't think they really believe that they're vegans.
If you're a vegan, cool. I don't care, right? You don't need to tell me that you're vegan. You don't need to tell me your pronouns. You don't need to tell me your political ideology.
Yeah.
Let's have a conversation. Are we good? Or can we talk and we're friendly? Can we agree that perhaps we're not going to agree? That should be more important.
I agree. And right now it's divided between Candace, Owens, or Erika. It's divided between Israel or Palestine. It's divided with every single thing in our society, gay or straight.
Yep. We've made camps.
Yeah.
And we're not willing to acknowledge that maybe even both of us are fucking wrong, right? Because let's agree that the knowledge that we are getting is the knowledge that we're allowed to see. You may be a little bit more than me, but I don't think we're really privy to the fucking underbelly of the truth. Yeah. So we're allowed with the snippets of information, here's some scraps, go talk, right? And
you think they drop that shit on purpose, right?
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Because if there is an agenda, then they have to feed that agenda. They have to manipulate. Look, we're talking about it right now.
I know. It's insane to me.
So we're fishes too, and to a certain degree.
Yeah, it's wild too with the another controversial thing, and we can get into this on another show, but the fact that I say that I want my money to stay in the United States automatically makes me an anti-Semite.
Why?
Go look at the comment sections.
Oh, no, I've seen those comment sections, dude.
yeah.
Yeah. Right? It's the same thing in Canada. I made a post saying, take care of your own backyard first. And then if there's money in excess, let's be charitable. But you have motherfuckers in Canada, can't afford homes. Veterans are being offered maid or living on the street.
Right.
You have mental illness in an all-time home. How about you motherfuckers take care of Canada first?
Right.
Then, we got some extra money. Let's give it to whoever. And why doesn't the public get to decide where that money goes?
100%. And it's such a simple plan. It's
Right.
such a simple ideology. I don't understand. And Canada should be for Canada first.
100.
America should be for America
Italy
first.
should be for Italy first.
100%.
Right.
And, I remember not too long ago, conservatives were on my bandwagon when I was calling out Ukraine and saying, why the fuck is Joe Biden sending all this money to Ukraine? They're like, ha, 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 you're right, Aunt. We love it. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah. The little man in the little sweater. We hate him too. And then once we transitioned to giving money to Israel, it was automatic like, how the fuck dare you?
Yep.
Give them everything. Without them, we're nothing. Really? Oh, okay.
You know what? And if you have that opinion, cool. Educate me as to why you think that.
Yes.
Don't automatically come in with insults.
Right.
Fucking the little fucking clown emoji that people
I
clown.
fucking
Okay, bro,
hate
what the
that.
fuck does that mean? You're rolling into my feed, making these insults. Why don't you try and tell me why you think that?
Right.
Motherfucker, you may actually change my mind. Isn't that a better way to...
You would think you would want, if you're trying to change my mind, you would think that you were trying to do that in an intellectual way or in a way that has some substance to it as opposed to these emojis.
Yeah, because these emojis, now I just want to fight.
Oh, dude, it is a triggering thing.
It is.
Because I'm like, I want to knock you the fuck out.
Right. I'm trying to be better with that.
You go off, though.
Yes.
I see you go off.
Yes,
I
I
love
do.
it. I low-key love it. I love it.
Yeah, like, somebody attacked you for your sexuality. I'm like, why the fuck does this even matter? Like, what does a sexuality even have to do with this topic? Do you...
Well, it's their own internal issue. They want to suck dick. That's why they're commenting that. I'm just being, that's from my personal experiences, that's kind of what happens.
But why does your sexuality
I don't know.
have any reference to your political view or your view on Erika, right? He's gay. Why is he talking about a woman? Because he's gay doesn't mean he can't.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah,
that was a big one. That video popped off when I commented. Actually, the woman deleted her comment, which then what happens is the entire video comes down because I responded to it. So don't worry, bitch. I saved it and I reposted the video and it went crazy. And that's what I'm saying. It's these people that in one situation, they're like, we love you. Everything that you're saying, we love. And then you say one off thing that is not good for them. And that is it. They're writing you off so quick.
Yep.
And then guess what happened? 2-3 weeks later, those same motherfuckers that unfollowed you, guess who just followed you back? Or just followed you again? That bitch that took it. Because she was mad because now she's 3 weeks in. She saw a couple of other things come out and she's like, well, maybe he was right. Well, girl, why don't you just sit down and shut up?
Yeah, why don't you wait?
You don't have
and get
nothing
the
to
truth?
say. Right.
I agree, bro.
And it's those cackling hens. They're sitting on that front porch
So
with
speaking
that
of cackling
coffee.
heads, what do you think of those, The View?
Oh, I can't stand that show.
Oh my God.
You want to talk about trigger? I get triggered by them.
All of them.
I know. I don't even, and I just answered my own question. I was going to say, I don't even understand how they're on TV. It's a reason. It's because they know that they're triggering people. It's bringing in views and they're getting a reaction. That is why they're on TV. And every time I hear Whoopi Goldberg talk, I'm like, girl, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. What's your real name, Whoopi? Why'd you adopt a Jewish last name? Yeah, that's not her real name.
I didn't know that. Well, I knew Whoopi wasn't her real name. But.
Goldberg is not her last name. I forget what it is, and then we'll add it into the clip. But no.
Well, Hollywood, right?
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
she had to.
That's right. She had to play the game.
Yeah.
So don't play the game and then bitch about the rules. Don't invite Trump on your show. Her and I believe the Joe. Fuck, I hate that bitch more than Whoopi. The other Joy.
Oh, Joyless Behar?
Yeah.
Oh my
Can't stand her. So when Trump was the guy of the month, they brought him on. Love him. Oh, Trump, we love you.
Yeah.
Now all they do is just trash him.
I know. Well, they had him and Melania on at one point, and they were praising her when she came out. And she's so, oh my God, I love your dress. I love it. You know, they're so fake. And then they talk shit about her months later. Or years later. Here's what's funny about liberals. I saw them at AmFest. There was some broad wearing a Deport Melania hat. Okay? Hold on for a minute. Y'all are literally singing fucking Kumbaya out front of ICE facilities and going after ICE agents for deportations that you feel are not legal.
Right.
But Melania has been a naturalized citizen since 2006, speaks 8 languages, has got the body of a goddess. She's been on every magazine in the world, and she's the one that you want deported, not the one that's going to come in and rape your kids. Oh, okay, got it.
Oh, that's
where are these fucking liberals?
Yep. Did you see there was a post recently about Kamala's daughter? Hideous bitch. Just fucking hideous.
Oh, yeah, she's a nasty bitch.
Oh, ugly as fuck.
Yeah.
And then they put her up against Sydney Sweeney. And they're like, the vast majority of Americans find whatever this bitch is.
Hairy armpits and a fucking nasty face? No.
Flat as fuck. Just
Sweeney all day. I'll flip straight for Sweeney.
Yeah, right? So, I don't know, man. I think, as you said, the internet can be great, but it could also be very dividing. It could be used as a weapon, and it is. It could be used to manipulate society, and they do. So I always say, seek truth. Find out what feels right for you, justify it with real facts, and then fuck everybody else.
Yeah. That's a great advice to have. So
I think as at the end of the day, if you're okay with your belief and you've reinforced it with facts that resonate for you, then cool. And now you're going to come to me and you're going to say, okay, well, Bruce, I don't agree with you. Cool, Ant. That's great. You know, why do you feel that way? Well, Ant, Bruce, this. You know, Ant, I didn't fucking think about that. You know what? Maybe I'm wrong. What is wrong with being wrong and changing your perspective?
Listen, I have no problem saying that I'm wrong about something. In 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, my questions changed about all kinds of things. Erika, Candace, Tucker. I mean, I'm allowed. You're a human being. You're allowed to evolve your questions. You're allowed to take back questions that you had asked before. You're allowed to make have more questions later. So it's like, yeah, I really do think that a majority of people in the world are thinking like us. I really do think that. So I think the loudest ones are the roaches.
Peasants.
I really, really do. I think because they have nothing going on, they're sitting there scratching their fucking fat lips, and they throw their tits on the keyboard, and they don't, you know, they're just like, I'm home, nobody loves me. This guy has got a podcast and I don't. I'm throwing, you know, I'm going to throw my pussy lips on the keyboard.
Oh my
and
God,
just
we're
fucking go
so
at
fucked. Oh God,
guys,
this shit's never airing.
Oh, it's gonna air. Listen, go follow Bruce. We're gonna. Anything else you want to touch on?
I think
today?
we're good, brother. I'll see you in 3 weeks anyway.
Yeah. We're gonna do another one. Might be in Nashville together.
Let's do it.
I think it would be great. Bringing the Canadian all over the United States is the most fun for me. Can you bring us those? What are those potato chips with ketchup?
How do you guys not have ketchup potato chips?
That's the only thing that's better in Canada.
Doritos and is it Pringles?
We ketchup.
Lay's.
Dude, we ketchup everything.
Tossed in ketchup flavor.
Are you?
We ain't got it here.
How do you not have that? You guys got fucking everything.
No, it's not sauce. It's like a dry.
Yeah, it's a dried powder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Blake Becker here in the background, guys. Blake Becker, ready for Nashville. Thanks a lot, bro. I appreciate you so much.
Love you, man.
When I say we vibe, man, we vibe. It could be a lifetime podcast thing. We'll be old on a podcast.
We out.